The first Paycheck Protection Program completely ran out of the $349 billion it was allocated in just a matter of weeks. A number of small businesses and restaurants say they were left in the cold, unable to get the loans they desperately needed to stay afloat. This morning, Shake Shack is returning the $10 million that it received as part of that loan program. Shake Shack CEO writing in a post this morning, until every restaurant that needs it has the same opportunity to receive assistance, we are returning our. Shake Shack CEO Randy Garutti is with me. Good morning, Randy. Thank you for being here. Why are you giving this money back?
Well, good morning, Poppy. I think it starts with this notion. I think the thing we've learned from this crisis is that no business and no restaurant, no matter its size, is unsinkable. That is the scary reality of where we are. And I think as we looked at the program, and it gave us weeks ago, as we understood it, the opportunity to keep as many of our team members off the line as possible. We have continued to keep 90% of our restaurants open. Our team members have been heroic, and we just can't thank them enough. And in the midst of this opportunity came, on its face, appeared to be a great opportunity for companies like us and big and small. But I think what played out over this last couple of weeks is you started to hear these stories that the very people, the small businesses, our friends who own small restaurants, couldn't get access to this capital. And they were in line, or their banks couldn't get it done. That doesn't seem right to us. Yeah. And as we've watched this opportunity play out over the weeks, it was very clear that the program was underfunded and wasn't set up for everyone to win. Look, restaurant business is going to sink or swim together. We have to rise together.
So,
Go ahead.
Randy, just looking at your numbers in your latest SEC filing, you guys had more than $100 million of cash on hand, $104 million. So I think a lot of Americans looking at numbers like that would ask, why did you even apply for the money in the first place?
For the very reason, I think, as it was intended, right? To take care of our team and employ as many people. Oh, look, our team members have equal value to any other team member in the world. And what we're trying to do, as any company is make sure, no matter how long this lasts, we've set up the necessary liquidity to take care of our team and continue to come out on the other side of this. And the good news for us is, as a larger public company, we also have access to capital in different ways. When we were able to continue to do that, we were able to have an additional fundraise last Friday to really ensure our long-term stability. That was the moment where we were able to say very clearly, hold on, this isn't going right. We need to help the government do it better. And we need to help all of our friends who are out there struggling to get this money get it. And by returning our $10 million, that $10 million now can go back into the pot, can go to the people who deserve it, and we hope can go help inspire the next round. As you're seeing the Treasury and everyone talking today about how to make this next round better, we really hope that this conversation can help that round get it to the people who need it most, so that all of us can rise up when we come out of this.
And I know you don't want to tell other companies what to do, but there are other big restaurant chains like Ruth Chris Steakhouse and Potbelly that also got millions and millions of dollars from this program. Should every big company akin to yours be doing what you're doing and giving it back?
Remember what I said. I think there is no company that is unsinkable in this. And I think each company needs to make the decisions for themselves. This is what Shake Shack was able to do because we are in a position of strength that allows us to do so. And what's good for us is over this last few weeks, we've begun to slightly see our sales come back up. I mean, it's still challenging out there. But as that has happened, that continues to give us the ability to do this. We've been able to unfurlough some of those employees. We've actually chosen this week to give raises to our hourly and manager team members who are working in these shacks day in and day out, providing. These are essential workers, and I can't thank them enough. That was what was right for us.
What about the 1,000?
We could do that.
Sorry about that, Randy. The 1,000 employees I know you guys have had to furlough. Are you going to, do you think, by June or in the next few months, be able to bring them all back to work?
Well, I think all of us are done guessing where this virus is going to go. With every day, we learn more. I hope we're seeing some positive signs in this country that hopefully we're flattening the curve and starting to get on the other end of this. But I don't think anyone can name a time. My goal, as I've committed to our team, is as soon as we can, we're going to get team members back. And we've begun to do that where we can. But again, our restaurant, too, is deeply impacted. Just because we're Shake Shack doesn't mean we're not also hit. We have all of our restaurants are closed. The only way to access them is we've created drive-throughs on the side of our restaurants. We don't have a drive-through. Our teams are creating pickup for our digital app delivery, and they're working hard to just find the way to pivot this business so that we can come out of this.
30 seconds. You know, it just seems like something in this program fundamentally missed some of the folks that need it most. Even Treasury Secretary Mnuchin on CNN yesterday talked about the know your customer requirements and why people that have existing bank relationships like you guys can get the money more easily than the little guy. Does that need to change? Is that something fundamentally wrong?
That's exactly what needs to change. Our hope is that this next round can give everybody access, no matter where your banking relationship is, that every small business owner can get access and that they can have a longer forgivable period so that this money does what it's intended to do, keep all of our teams employed and get the restaurant industry back on its feet together. We are all in this together.
People should read the entire post on LinkedIn from you and Danny Meyer about specific recommendations you have that would help those smaller restaurants in this. Randy, we're hoping for all of the people that work for your company that they all get to come back to a job. It matters for everyone. Randy Garutti, thanks very much.
We do too. Thanks, Poppy.